At the 2025 MTV Video Music Awards, Lisa of Blackpink etched her name into history. On a night when the world spotlight turned to the UBS Arena in New York, she emerged as the first solo K-pop artist ever to claim the award for Best K-pop with her genre-bending single Born Again, featuring Doja Cat and RAYE. What could have been a straightforward victory instead ignited one of the fiercest debates in recent VMAs memory, a conversation about identity, authenticity, and the very definition of K-pop in a globalized 2025. Lisa's triumph was not only personal, it was symbolic. Standing against an impressive roster of nominees including BTS's Jimin with Who, a track hailed as one of the year's most influential releases, her fellow Blackpink members Jennie, Like Jennie, Jisoo Earthquake, Rose, Toxic Till the End, as well as Stray Kids with their high-octane HK Boom, and aespa's futuristic Whiplash, Lisa emerged victorious. It was a clear message. Her artistry has transcended borders, categories, and even expectations. Yet, that very transcendence is what triggered the backlash. Born Again is unapologetically global. Sung entirely in English, powered by collaborations with US heavyweights Doja Cat and RAYE, it's polished for Western airwaves rather than structured within traditional K-pop formulas. As the applause rang out, so too did the criticism. On social media, skepticism spread quickly. "This doesn't sound like K-pop at all," one user wrote. Another echoed, "It's only being called K-pop because Lisa is Korean." For some fans, this blurred boundary felt liberating, proof that K-pop has evolved into a cultural force no longer bound to geography or language. For others, it was a betrayal, a dilution of what made the genre unique. The tension sharpened further because Lisa's win came at the expense of BTS members, particularly Jimin, whose track, Who had been a fan favorite throughout the year. The disappointment of his loss fueled frustration within the ARMY, compounded by the absence of other BTS soloists in nominations. Jin's debut album Happy Songs, which topped international charts, and J-Hope's standout singles Sweet Dreams and Mona Lisa were notably excluded. Fans decried what they saw as unfair oversight, calling for greater transparency in how the VMAs define and select nominees under the K-pop category. Lisa, unable to attend the ceremony in person, delivered her pre-recorded acceptance speech with poise and warmth. "I'm deeply honored to receive this award," she said, her words resonating across fan communities worldwide. She extended gratitude to MTV and the VMAs, thanked Doja Cat and RAYE for shaping Born Again into something unforgettable, and acknowledged her RCA family and her Loud team for standing behind her vision. It was a message not only of victory, but of collaboration and reinvention. Still, even as her words inspired pride among Blinks, they could not quell the controversy. For many, the debate transcends the single award. It's about what K-pop means in an era when its sound, image, and influence are more global than ever. Does K-pop require Korean lyrics, Korean production, or a distinctly Korean cultural lens? Or has the genre's success earned it the right to break free from those boundaries? Lisa's historic win sits at the heart of that crossroads. She is both a daughter of K-pop and a pioneer carving a lane far beyond it. To her supporters, she represents evolution, proof that an artist born within the K-pop system can now stand shoulder to shoulder with Western icons. To her critics, she embodies a creeping erasure of the genre's identity under the weight of global mainstream appeal. What cannot be denied, however, is the scale of Lisa's impact. With Born Again and her debut album Alter Ego, she has demonstrated her ability to move beyond the confines of the group dynamic that made her famous. She has shown she can set the agenda for pop culture, whether or not the world agrees on what to call it. The VMAs 2025 will be remembered not only for Lisa's groundbreaking award, but for the conversations it sparked. It was a night where celebration collided with contention, where a single trophy became the lens through which fans, critics, and the industry at large examined the shifting identity of K-pop. And in that collision, Lisa has done something remarkable. She has made K-pop once again the center of global cultural discourse.